welcome back to the Big Kountry YouTube channel. And yep, you guys guessed it, we are going Honda content full freaking blast on the Big Kountry YouTube channel. Now Honda is back on the lift after we got our Core Moto wheels installed. Big Kountry had a great idea for some more beautiful pieces for this piece of artwork, guys. You're gonna want to stick with me because I have reached out to one of Big Kountry's sponsors and a good friend of Big Kountry's to get this Honda looking even sweeter than it does. Alright, so you see we got her stripped down a little bit where we can do some work on the old Honda. What might we be changing here? Big Kountry got to looking, we look at all this. Look, the engine on the Honda is gray. Nothing else on the motorcycle gray. Big Kountry don't like it, so Big Kountry changing it. Look at this, guys. Oh my goodness. Perfect match to our Core Moto wheels. Honda side cover. So we got a new clutch cover, new stator cover, had them powder coated in bright white to match the Core Moto wheels. But that's not all. Big Kountry hit up Race Tech Titanium. Look, gold titanium bolts. Are you kidding me? I just keep coming up with sweeter and sweeter stuff to do this thing. So we're gonna lose weight. We're gonna look sweet. And we got that scratch right there. Big Kountry wasn't gonna let y'all slide with that scratch on that side cover. Had to get brand new one just for y'all. So now we gotta get them puppies on there and see what this thing looks like that. First side cover on looks insane, guys. The gold bolts, the white that matches our wheels perfectly. Are you kidding me? I think this is turning out top notch. We gotta see, Race Tech Titanium, they sent us a ton of bolts. This is an engine case bolt kit, if that makes sense. So I don't know what all the bolts we got fit. We got to see, we got obviously enough for our clutch cover, but I think we're gonna have a few extra ones left over. Maybe we can hit them up here on these water lines. I don't know. We're gonna see where all we can get these cool titanium bolts, because these things are like 50% lighter than stock bolts. All right, guys, but I don't know if you've seen, okay, I was a little confused / bamboozled by Honda. Okay, so I pulled these engine covers off of our other Honda engine so I could go ahead and get these powder coated and not have to be down any time. When I pulled them off, there was no gaskets on that engine. So I'm like, well, that's crazy. I mean, I didn't think that engine had ever been apart other than what HTP had done, which HTP didn't have to do anything to the bottom end, so they wouldn't have had those off. But I'm like, oh, this is weird. They just got a bunch of silicone on them. Well, I tell Shane, the parts guy, go ahead and order me some gaskets for my stator cover and clutch cover. He's like, dude, you have to use Honda Bond on these things. So I come over here and look, sure enough, this engine here, no gaskets either on the stator cover or the clutch cover. So Honda's telling me I have to take a tube of silicone with me to the racetrack for when I want to work on my clutches and stuff. Kind of crazy. No gaskets on the engine here for Honda. Just a tube of silicone. Yeah, that's one of two things. It's either cutting corners for cheap ingenuity, or they spent tons of money and got these cases machined so perfectly that they don't need anything to seal off. They would even work with no silicone. I don't know, but regardless, it makes a mess having to use silicone everywhere. When I go to the racetrack, I don't want to have to use silicone on my clutch cover when I have to pull my clutch cover off to work on stuff. So you guys tell me in the comments, let me know if you know, do they make an aftermarket gasket kit specifically for the clutch cover, anything like that we might could get, because I don't want to have this black goop all over my hands every time I go to the racetrack. Okay, this looks freaking awesome. Holy crap, guys. So, you might have noticed, I don't know if you could tell because I was going so fast in that video. It was time lapse, but we didn't put any Honda bond on this cover. That's because I noticed as we were putting it together, there is an oil seal that goes right here. It got cooked during the powder coat. I forgot to take that out. So now we're gonna have to order that. But check out, we got, of course, our Race Tech titanium bolts. Driven Racing hooked us up with a nice red anodized oil cap. We gotta get us some, these here. These are silver from the factory. We're gonna see what we can do, try and find us something cool to replace those. Guys, this thing is coming together. I'm super excited. I gotta get this little oil seal ordered, get that in here, then we'll fire her up. Of course, it's gonna sound the same. It's gonna be all the same, except it is gonna look freaking 100% better with these white engine covers. All right, guys, so we're getting the Honda finished up, but I'm waiting on some stuff. We got to do a little bit of painting on some bolts and whatnot, make this thing look just perfect. But I'm like, man, I'm running out of time because we got a race coming up next weekend in Waldorf, Maryland. We are going XDA racing. So let's take a little bit of time, walk through. We're going to show you what bikes we're taking, what our plans, what our goals are, and what's still needed to get some of these puppies going. So we're going to leave the Honda here just for, we don't have space for it, really. I really would like to take it and get y'all some quarter-mile numbers, but we're not going to be able to do that. We're going to take our red GSX-R, the auction GSX-R with us. We're going to finally get to see what this thing will do in the quarter-mile. Now go ahead and tell me in the comments, how fast do you think it's going to go in the quarter-mile? We went 540s in the eighth mile. It is going to be extremely hot at Maryland. So I don't know, we're gonna see. Definitely deep in the eights, okay? Melania. Well, guys, as you can see, it, per usual, not ready to go. Just a few days before time for the trailer to pull out. This thing has, I don't know, it looks like they got quite a few things going on here that they still need to address. They ain't got no chain on this thing. There's parts laying everywhere. And I mean, Chris thinks he's gonna race. This is the fastest motorcycle in the world. And here we are a couple days before time to go racing. It looks like this. Crazy. They do this every time. All right, we're gonna be dropping off both Hyper Boosts. We're going by HTP. We're gonna drop both them off. All the parts are finally here to get those things back up and going. Come on out here. You know, I said that Melania was the fastest bike in the world, but technically last time Melania went to a race, it got its head cut off. You know by who? It's right here, guys. Check it out. She is ready to rock and roll, just waiting to go in the trailer. I got the injectors out of it. We're gonna throw them back in it. They are clean. Everything is ready to go. Check out the new graphics that we put on the tail there. What do you think about that? Of course, it's red, white, and freaking blue. Only way Country knows how to do things, country style. That puppy's ready, dude. Let's go out here and see what's in the trailer. Chris done got some of the stuff loaded up. See what we got. As we come out through here, the first thing I noticed, look at the poor Hyper Booster, guys. She is gutless. All the guts have been ripped out of this thing. HTP is going to be fixing that engine on that thing, and as you can see, there's supposed to be an engine right here. No engine. Dante, what are you doing, buddy? No engine in the Hyper Booster. Cecil HTP is going to get that fixed up. Look what's already locked and loaded, ready to freaking go. Coming straight off in Charlotte. We went 219 miles an hour. The twin turbo GSXR. First thing in the trailer. Unbelievable. This thing here, so far, has been a great motorcycle. We don't really do any maintenance to it. We don't really have any issues with it. It just goes to the freaking track, flies, and then every time we take it, it gets faster. So hopefully we're going 220 miles an hour with it in Maryland. But that's pretty much it in a nutshell. We're gonna get back in here and get the Honda finished up, at least get it up and running to where you can see it put back together and assembled with the white engine covers. I mean, bro, I'm stoked at how this thing is gonna look. Holy cow, guys. We got her put back together. And would you just take a second and look at what we have created. This right here, this is what YouTube and Big Kountry has put together. We created this bike, guys. Look at it. Is this literally the freaking sweetest Honda that exists? Wow, I cannot believe it. I love the way this turned out. We're really starting now to get into what Big Kountry is kind of known for, the details. Look at those titanium gold bolts. This thing, unbelievable. We went ahead, these Chinese fairings supposedly are bad about blowing off at high speeds. While we have been pretty fast with this thing already, I went ahead and did some extra security, made us a carbon fiber brace there to hold the bodywork together, and a little small carbon fiber brace for the front of the bodywork to make sure that we do not do ejecto mode on our red, white, and blue bodywork. Let's check out the other side. Look at the stator cover. I mean, the white really sets this thing off. I'm waiting. I ordered a new chain for it, a really lightweight chain. Waiting on it to come in. That's why it doesn't have a chain on it. But wow, this thing, unreal. I got us a gas cap, a keyless gas cap I want to put on also. Red anodized. I'm going to get that maybe in one of the next videos, get that thrown on there. But y'all let me know, what do y'all want to see the Honda do next? Obviously, now it's time to put it to the test. We got to take it to the track, see, did this stuff help out? I got a few more mods that we're going to do to it. We got fuel. We got Allison oil that we're going to put in this thing. And then we're hitting the dyno to get more horsepower to put our lightweight and horsepower to the test and see if we can have, I mean, I don't think there's anybody else going as fast as us on the track with a stock CBR 1000 to start with. But I really want to knock it out of the park. This thing is insane. But guys, that is going to do it for today. I'm wore out. We got to get ready for this big race that we got coming up. Let me know in the comments, what would you do to the CBR next? What other mods does it need? Be sure to hit up bigkountry.shop. Go check out the membership section on my YouTube. The membership section gets you entered every single month into a giveaway for something, merch, parts, you name it. I'm going to start giving it away. I want to get it up to where we're giving away big products every single month. How cool would it be to get enough members to be able to give away a set of $2,000 or $3,000 wheels or exhaust? Well, I mean, dude, the list goes on and on of the things that we could do. For $5 a month, $4.99, you can get in on that. It helps support the channel, but more than anything, guys, it's getting y'all an opportunity to win some cool stuff for cheap. Go check that out. Go check out Core Moto USA. You can kind of see I'm addicted to these wheels now. GSXR, CBR, gotta have Core Motos. You can get them any color, any style that you want. They look good no matter how you go with them. But guys, I don't have anybody to film me, but you know what I look like behind the camera whenever I tell you the only thing left for y'all to do is be sure to keep it country.